What's up, everybody? It's Brian, and I'm back with another video. And today we're doing a plan with me. January 2024. It's the start of the new year. I'm so excited to get into this planner. I've been saying it for the past couple of videos, but I'm so ready. But today for this plan with me video, I am using my Zebra Blend pen. I believe this is the 0.7 millimeter gel pen. Literally my favorite pen right now. Love it so much. I'm also using my Uni pen, and this is just, I don't even know. This is 0.3 millimeters, sorry. And then my favorite highlighter right now, my Mildliner, and this is in gray. I also have some sticky notes I picked up from Cloth and Paper. These are in the color Verona. Just going with like grays, blacks, greens, all my neutrals like I mentioned in my last video. If you haven't checked that out, I did a 2024 planner setup. I uploaded that a few days back. I feel like all my videos over the past couple of weeks have been like planner related videos, just because again I've been so excited about getting into using my planner this year, and so I just been sharing everything. And Cloth and Paper literally took a lot of my money last month. So everything that you're seeing came from Cloth and Paper, literally. And like I said before, I'm getting into using the planner. I haven't before. I just have always felt all over the place, just overwhelmed with things I had to do. And I have realized that it's time that I get it together. And my mom had been telling me for years that I needed a planner just because I always have so much going on. And so I finally got one. Now, she probably didn't mean spend all of this money on my planner, but here we are. But I was procrastinating actually filling out these sheets. So that's why it's taking me so long to get into like actually diving in and actually writing on my inserts, just because like, you know, with a new planner, you don't want to mess up the pages. And like, this is literally the first time I'll be writing in this planner, and I just wanted everything to just look nice. At some point I just had to be like, Brian, snap out of it and just start writing. But I pre-planned basically in my favorite tablet to use right now. I just wrote out all of my important dates, my bills, my goals, everything that I really wanted to put into my planner. And so I kind of had that as a reference to actually put stuff on the calendar. So I'll be using that to reference as I'm filling out these inserts. But let's go ahead and hop into it. So we're starting out with my monthly overview page. Love this page so much just because it allows me the opportunity to be able to map out my goals for the month. It also gives me a space to write down any important dates that I'm already aware of, as well as a place to list out all my bills. I'm trying to stay on top of my finances this year as well. So there's a couple of categories of goals that I'm trying to work on this year, or this month rather. And one being personal. I have some business goals I'm trying to map out, as well as fitness, financial, and spiritual. For my personal goal for the month, I want to journal a little bit more. So I'm trying to spend at least 5 minutes a day in my journal every single day. Just because the type of person I am, I hold on to so many things. And so journaling helps me to be able to get that out. And through journaling, I'm trying to really combat or fight all of my limited thoughts, because I'm a horrible critic of myself. So for my business goal for the month, I just simply want to let the people know that I'm still here. Like a couple of years back, I got into a creative rut. And so I really stopped posting on my business social pages. Just for whatever reason, I got into the rut, and then I just got so used to not posting there that I stopped. And so people hit me all the time like, hey, B, I want to schedule a session. Like, do you still do photography? And I'm like, yeah, I never stopped. So I just want to get back into the habit of letting the people know that I still do photography. I'm still here. So that's my business goal. For fitness, I just want to drop 5 pounds this month. I plan on doing some intermittent fasting along with watching what I eat, and just moving at least 30 minutes a day, whether it be like just dancing, going walking, doing some cardio. I'm not really trying to get into like some strength training right now, just because I haven't been in the gym in a minute. So literally just starting small, and hopefully I'll be able to drop 5 pounds through that. And I tend to drop weight pretty easy, so hopefully I can do that. But as far as my financial goals, I want to save at least $250 this month. Just the number I threw out there, I felt like 100 wasn't enough, so I just said 250. So I plan on doing that, and I want to go at least 15 days with no spending. It seems like every time I leave the house, I'm swiping my card for one or several things. And so hopefully through being intentional about not spending at least 15 days throughout the month, I'm able to meet my goal of actually saving a little bit more. And in terms of my spiritual goals, I really want a good worship playlist. So I'm going to focus on doing that this month. And I'm also going to focus a little bit more on spending time with God. I'm always praying. I pray constantly, but I want to spend a little bit more time with God, whether that be just in my Bible, doing spiritual meditation, things like that. So those are my goals for the month. And then I'm just taking some time to sit here and jot down all of my bills for the month. We all have them. Light bill, rent, phone bills, all of that. So I love this page a lot. Just very quick overview, monthly overview page. I love it. Anyway, let's get into filling out my monthly layout. Oh, and I also use my outliner just to go through and kind of decorate some of the words here. I don't know, very minor detail, but yeah, I thought that was dope. Anyway, into my monthly layout. So I'm using this main section of my planner as a catch-all. And so biggest thing for me is mapping out my paydays and my bills just to kind of stay on top of those. So started out just writing out my paydays, and then I'm using these square flags to highlight those dates. And these are the olive square flags from Cloth and Paper. I really honestly should have put the square flags down first and written on top of them. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did it the opposite way. And I actually doubled up here, so you can't even really see the words through at all. So we're not trying to waste any square flags. But so yeah, I just kind of wanted to highlight those days. Paydays are my favorite days of the month, and just want to, just feels good to have those highlighted. But my niece's birthday is in a week, actually, on the 10th. And then I thought it would be a good idea to use these arrow page flags from Cloth and Paper to highlight my trips. And so I have 2 trips coming up this month, literally a week apart. So I'll be in Atlanta this coming weekend, and I'm going up to Virginia next weekend to visit one of my best friends. Me and another friend are going up to visit her just because we don't get to go up and visit her a lot. And so we hadn't done our Christmas gift exchange, so we decided to do a Secret Santa. We're going up and just hanging out next weekend. So again, Atlanta this weekend on the 5th, and then next weekend on the 12th, we're going to Virginia. But I really like using these arrow page flags to highlight those trips. My goal this year is to travel a little bit more. I think I said this in a couple of vlogs back, but I really want to travel a lot more this year, and just visit different cities. It doesn't matter if it's just traveling to a different city, even if I'm just in a hotel and I'm working, and then, either after work or before work, I just go experience different restaurants in the city. I just want to get out into the world a little bit more this year. So hopefully we're able to do this, but like I said, we're starting the year off right. So I decided to use these square flags in Cortado to highlight my shoot days. And so since shoot days are subject to change depending on the weather, especially if they're on location shoots, I decided to just write directly on these square flags. And so that way, if we have to reschedule, I literally can just peel it off and move it to whatever date we decide to reschedule. But I like using this. That way I'm not ruining the pages, and 2, I'm able to highlight those dates. Top right-hand corner of each day, I'm going to write whatever bill is due. This will, especially putting my bills on the calendar, allows me to be able to see where they fall through during the month. So that way I can know what check to use to pay what, especially for things on auto pay. I always forget when the auto pay is going to come out. So just having everything here on my calendar at a glance I feel like it's going to be transformative. So I'm really excited about this because I really need to stay on top of my bills. My mom used to always get on me about that. And so I'm just going through with my outliner again, just to highlight all of these dates. I don't know if it's just me, but I love a gray highlighter situation. So anytime I can find a reason to use it, I'm trying to use it. So really, that's why I'm going through and highlighting everything. But I almost forgot. The company I work for hired me to do headshots at the end of the month. And so we have a meeting coming up about that. And the actual shoot date for that is the 22nd. So I'm, again, using those square flags in Cortado to highlight that shoot day. And this is a really important day to highlight because I'm actually going to be working this day too. And so the leadership conference, I'm going to be doing headshots for like 100 people and trying to get that done within like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'll be working the same time. So I don't need to schedule anything else for this day because by the end of the day, I'm going to be just completely exhausted. So really important to have that on the calendar. I can't believe I almost forgot that, but we have a meeting coming up about that in a couple of days. So wanted to add that using the arrow page flag as well, just in case it changed. I could just peel that arrow page flag up and move it to whatever date we reschedule to. So yeah, that's all that I know that's coming up. By the end of the month, I'll probably have a few more days filled out. But yeah, that's literally all I have planned for January right now. But yeah, drop a comment. What do you guys have planned coming up for January? Do you have any trips that you're going on? Do you have any important meetings that you're looking forward to? Any big plans to kick off the New Year's? Like, what are some of y'all's resolutions? Like, drop a comment, let me know. For me, I'm just really excited to just establish some consistency in my life. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. And through planning and just actually writing down things that I want to get done, writing down my goals, mapping out my plans, hopefully I'm able to stick to it. Like, that's going to be the biggest thing for me this year. So anyway, I do want to hear from you. So drop that comment below. But yeah, getting over into this habit track, I'm really excited to use this just because I really like the idea of being able to track some of the habits that I'm trying to set for myself. So the very first thing is I want to drink more water. I want to hydrate a little bit more. I tend to drink a lot of water, but I'm not going to say not consistently, but there's days that I miss. So I feel like having it here on my habit tracker, making sure that I'm drinking at least 100 ounces of water a day. I tend to drink a little bit more than that, more towards like 120 a gallon, but yeah, anyway, I just have 100 here, so I can easily check that off. I want to do 30 minutes of movement, just working out, like I said earlier, whether it be dancing, walking, etc. I have written down no spend here because I mentioned before I'm trying to go at least 15 days with no spending. I have 30 minutes of reading, trying to read a little bit more, stay consistent with that. 5 minutes of journaling at least. And I also wrote down that I want to earn and save a little bit more. So my goal is to make a little bit of money or some money every day this year. So I have that on my habit tracker as well. Get it into my content calendar. I'm really excited about this portion just because like I've never really had a content calendar. And like I mentioned last video, I plan to use this monthly overview page to track my analytics. So the way I plan on using this goals section is to track the analytics for my 3 top social media platforms, that being Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Since there are 6 sections, 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, I decided to use 2 sections for each social platform. But what I'm going to do is in the top section, I'll use that to write down my follower count at the beginning of the month. And then in the bottom set of sections, I'll enter my follower count for the end of the month. So that way I can kind of easily see how far I've come throughout the month. For Instagram, I want those followers to drop a little bit more because I have some ghost followers there. I don't want that because apparently having ghost followers messes up or ruins the algorithm for you. So I'm really wanting my Instagram follower count to drop some. I want to get rid of those followers who are not active. But for the other platforms, I want that follower count to grow, if that makes sense. I don't know. I would like to eventually lose enough Instagram followers that are ghost followers and grow about the same amount, so that way my follower count doesn't change. But honestly, I just want to just go ahead and get those ghost followers away. But under important dates, I just kind of want to map out my posting strategy. So I want to upload to YouTube every Wednesday and Sunday and post to Instagram every day. And I want to do reels on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then either photos and carousel posts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And TikTok will kind of mirror that, as well as like the YouTube community tab. I decided to use these arrow page flags to mark the days that I'm posting on YouTube, since I plan on doing weekly vlogs every Sunday, and I plan on doing talking head or topic videos on every Wednesday. I just use these arrow page flags sideways to kind of point down, symbolizing that I'll be posting this type of video every day during the month here. I hope that makes sense. I just thought that would be a good idea, as opposed to writing like, oh, weekly vlog every Sunday. Just use this sticker here or this page flag to symbolize that. And then for the rest of the month, when I plan out my content every Sunday, I'll just go in and write what I plan to post into what platform on those days. And so again, if I decide midway through the month that I want to change my talking head or topic videos to Tuesday, I can easily just remove that page flag, stick it on Tuesday, and just really kind of map out a content calendar that works for me. But yeah, so that's what I plan on doing with my monthly layouts for my content calendar. I'm really excited about this to see what it looks like at the end of the month. But anyway, what I plan on doing with this notes page right here before my monthly overview page, I just plan on using that as like an area to brain dump. So any topic ideas I have, any video ideas I have, I just plan on writing those on a sticky note, sticking it here. And as I create those videos, I'll cross them out. As I decide that I want to move those to another month, I kind of have a running list of like sticky notes there. I also want to map out what a perfect week looks like for me. And so I want to map out like days that I want to film, days I want to edit, days I want to post. Hopefully I can kind of stick to this throughout the week. I tend to wake up some days and be like, I don't feel like doing anything today. So, but yeah, I also mapped out what my perfect week looks like for posting to Instagram, since I plan to post to Instagram every day. That's to kind of serve as a reference, and that way I have less decisions to make, and that way I can stay a little bit more consistent, because I tend to procrastinate when I have too many decisions to make. So I just kind of wanted to write something down for reference and just stick to that. Yeah, that's really it. That's all I have planned for January right now. Probably by the end of the month, I'll have things fleshed out a lot further. But for right now, this is it. And I'm literally loving the way everything came out. I'm loving the color scheme. I don't know how I feel about these saddle sticky notes here. Drop a comment. Let me know if you like that color. I don't think I like it enough to keep on using it. But I'm going to use them because I bought them and I paid my money for them. But I don't know if I'm going to use them in my layouts anymore. But yeah. Anyway, I love the way everything came out though. Like, and to think I was sitting here overthinking everything and thinking I was going to mess my layouts up. Like, Brian, just fill out the damn planner. Like, it's not that deep. What can I say? I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my But no, I'm seriously, I love the way everything came out, and I hope you guys like this video. I hope you're liking my layout as well. I hope this video serves as an inspiration for someone. I know for me, over the past month, I watched so many different Plan With Me videos, just kind of getting some gems from some other creators out there or other planners out there. So hopefully I can kind of add to the mix with my little spin on things. But yeah, I had so much fun making this video. If you like this video, I want you to scroll on down the page a little bit more, find the like button, click that. While you're there, click the subscribe button, and also click on that bell icon. That way you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Especially with my weekly vlogs, I'll be incorporating my planner more into those and using my weekly layouts there, so you guys can get like little updates throughout those videos as well. So check those out. Check out the description box. You'll find links to all of my social media so you can follow me everywhere that I am. And I'm really excited about making more of these. I feel like through making these, it's like another layer of accountability to keep me consistent in my planner. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out. Bye.